Hey guys on YouTube, it's Maddie17 back again. So today I've got for you one of the most unique machines in our collection to date. Well, there's actually two of them. I'm only filming one of them. So it is a Dyson. So a Dyson Contrarotator CR01. They're both Dyson Contrarotator CR01s. Yes, so let's talk about this. So the Dyson Contrarotator was a machine that was produced in the UK for not a very long period of time. They cost an extortionate amount to produce and cost an enormous amount for the consumer to buy, so I believe. So they didn't have a massive production run, but enough to get a few out there so that we could get a couple and preserve them. These were imported from the UK by Elliot, or Shakira Lover for Elliot, for Shakira Lover Forever, just to have as part of our collection. It was, you know, I understand it was, you know, quite a high amount that he paid for that, but that's, you know, what you do when you want something really unique in your collection. And at that time, as far as we knew, there was nobody else in Australia that had a Dyson Contrarotator because they were only produced in the UK, as far as I'm aware. The main idea behind this, or the really unique thing about this, is this Contrarotator action. And if you can see by the diagram there, it basically means that there are two drums in this machine. There is a split down the middle of the drum. And I shall show you what that means, but you've got a heat shield door, which is an outer protection door, and then you've got an inner door because this drum is independently suspended, very much like an Asco Quattro. It's got 4 levels of suspension around it. Now this is a 7 kilo drum machine, only holds 7 kilo, but it looks like a 10 kilo drum when you look at it like this. But as you can see, there is a gap down the middle of that, or a seam down the middle of that drum, which, particularly when I do it like that, you can see that the back drum wiggles a bit. Alright, at the moment the drums are locked together because it's just, at the end it's always locked together because it's just finished to spin. But when it's on the wash cycle, it will unlock and the drums move independently to each other. So the front moves in one direction and the back moves in another direction. It's meant to imitate hand washing and be a bit more thorough on your clothes. That was the idea behind it anyway. You know, unfortunately a lot of customers complained about it tangling and creasing things and even damaging things, so a lot of these had engineers out to them to actually disable that feature, disable the Contrarotation, so it would only move together as one drum, never separating, which is a shame, but there you go. So this machine I have before me now, the white and purple one, that is a true Contrarotator. It's still got the Contrarotation enabled. The purple one does not. The purple one has been locked, so it will only ever move in together. It will never move, the two drums will never move independently. So yeah, we've got an example of each. Also, the purple one is, you know, a completely different design color scheme to the other one. The white and purple one has a few more features. If you can see here, we've got an extra start delay and memory cycles. So you can program in memory cycles. You can also have a start delay. On this one, that's missing. So anyway, without further ado, I better show you how these work. I've got 2 sets of new bedding from a very well-known Swedish homeware provider, which I'm going to wash together on a cotton cycle at 50 degrees with a 1400 RPM spin. Excuse me, soil type, I'm going to use dirt and stains, and extra rinse. You can see that the program control is really nice. I like this program control. It's, you know, you just select what you want, you select your temperature, you spin, how soiled they are, and then your options, and then start. So you just move across. Quite nice. It's got a really nice little screen on it that basically tells you everything you need to know, apart from how long the washer's got to go, which I thought was really bizarre, to have a screen like this and then not for it to have a time remaining display. You know, I think they sort of missed something there, but that's okay. The cycle times aren't too long anyway, so it's all right. Right, so let me get loaded and unpacked, and I will get these in. All right, we're all locked and loaded. So, you know, that's 2 queen duvet covers plus pillowcases. You know, it really doesn't feel that full at all, so it'll be a good load. Yes. So we'll close the inner door. Close the outer door. All right. The detergent drawer is pretty unique. You press it there and it pops out. It's spring loaded like that. Unfortunately, the softener bit does hold a bit of water, but yes, I should really empty that. I'm going to empty that actually. Don't like there being excess water in there. Ah, it's dribbling. There you go. Water the grass. Spring loaded. Pre-wash, main wash, fabric softener. And today we're using some Persil Colour Protect powder. Not using a lot. We're also going to use some Loyal fabric softener, which, you know, these bottles are very reminiscent of old Lenore bottles from once upon a time. But they're from Saudi Arabia. We've got full range. I think I've already spoken about these, but yes, whoops, dribbled a bit as usual. Goes at the back. Okay. Alrighty, so cottons, we're going to push that down to 50, push that up to 1400. Oops, no, we'll keep it on dirt and stains. We'll put extra rinse on, which means it'll do 3. Cotton's 50, 1400, stains. Let's go. The pump is sort of see-through there, so you can see the water coming in and out. Well, coming out. And we're filling. You can't really open the drawer while it's filling because of the softener dispenser at the back. So you can see at the minute the drums are locked, so it's only tumbling in one direction. You can see it's got a very good tumble on it even when they're locked together. It's good strong tumble. It's very quiet as well. So you can see, even though it's 7 kilo, it barely, you know, it's barely sort of half full there. So I reckon I could have fit another 2 of these sets in and we would have been alright. I'll come back when this is ready to contra-rotate. It usually starts contra-rotating after it's heated, so I think at the minute we're in a heat phase. We're just about to contra-rotate. There you go. So you can see there how one drum is going one way and the other drum is going the other way. Isn't that insane? Isn't that just like the weirdest way you've ever seen a washing machine tumble? If you heard that little noise then, that's the drums locking back together. So now we're going back to normal tumbles. There you go. So I think now we've started to heat. I think that was the little pre-heat Contrarotate. Now we're going to get the heated wash. So I'll be back after it's heated. Okay, we've heated to 50 degrees and we are back onto our Contrarotation tumbles. Just such a unique action. You know, it's not tangling those sheets up too much as well, it's keeping them fairly well separated. I'll come back to some rinse and spins. Okay, we're just draining for our first rinse. Dexter needs to see what's going on. I just like how you can see the water going past in the filter. I don't know why. Something a bit extra, isn't it? You can see if anything's trapped. You can see the colour of the water to see if you've, you know, accidentally dyed something the wrong colour. No. See, nothing seems too tangled after that Contrarotation, so it's pretty good. distribution. Spin. As you can see, it's happy to spin quite unbalanced. It's not too fussy because of that separately mounted drum. And there you go. So the display will now show you what rinse it's on. So this is rinse 1 of 3, it'll go 2 of 3 and 3 of 3 and then final spin. The rinses on these are notoriously very short. So they're only about 2 minutes long, if that. But it does rinse at a nice deep level. It doesn't do any contra-rotating through the rinses either, it only does it through the wash. But as you can see, that's a really good rinse level. Three of those with a good interim spin will be just fine. Oh, topping off. It likes to get to its level, that's for sure. Heading into the final rinse now. Final rinse. the final spin. We're draining. Still says final ring. 2 seconds. Drained. Oh, just as I move away, it's his final spin. Oh, Frankie. Come on, guys. Lots of distribution doubles. Final spin. $1,400. It just goes for it in one spin. It doesn't do any pre-spins or anything like that. It just does one spin and it just goes straight up to 1400 pretty much. Now at the end here, when it finishes spinning, it activates the Contrarotation again, just as a very quick Contrarotate, just to sort of untangle or unstick things from the drum, sort of like a little anti-crease. You hear that? Just a very quick one. And it locks it together, and we do a bit of an anti-crease with the tumbles. Program's finished. Thanks guys. I will see you next time. Thanks guys.